Hey guys, so we're just going to jump right into the eye look, and I am using Cheer Me On, and this is a matte eyeshadow from MAC, and I'm using a fluffy brush that I actually got from Hobby Lobby, and I am just kind of buffing this through my crease. This is a light orange matte shade, so I'm going in and really applying that color and buffing it out until I have the pigment that I want.
It's true, yeah, true, yeah. It's true, yeah, true, yeah. It's true, yeah, true, yeah. Trying to work it out, trying to work it out, trying to work it, trying to work it out, trying to work it out, trying to work it out.
Now this shade is Persia from NARS. It's a cult classic if you are a NARS lover, but it's a deep burnt orange, and I am using this in my outer and inner corners, and I'm using a MAC 217 brush to apply that and slightly buff it out.
What I'm after. What I'm after.
And going back in with that first brush that we used, we're just going to blend those two colors together and make sure there are no harsh lines. Using Linen from the Lorac Pro Matte Palette. This is a bright white and it's matte as well, and I'm just packing that underneath my brow bone, and I'm not worried about it, being kind of bold right there, because I'm going to go in with my blending brush and diffuse any harsh lines that it would have created, but still leaving it nice and bright. Now this is the shade Well Behaved, and it's another matte eyeshadow from MAC, and I'm just packing this onto my lid with that same blender brush, and just kind of getting to the color that I want. You can apply more if you want more, or less if you want a little bit more sheer. Now to deepen my crease, this is M-738, and this is another matte eyeshadow from Makeup Forever, and I'm just applying this with the dual fiber brush here, and I'm applying this in my outer and inner corner, and I'm trying to keep it nice and tight. So trying to pack as much color as possible in a small area, just so that depth really stays in my natural crease. I'm going to apply that first shade that we used, and it's that light orange shade, and I'm just reapplying it just to bring that color back to the surface and also really diffuse any harsh lines. Now go ahead and grab any favorite mixing medium that you have. I'm going to use the mixing medium from MAC, and this is in Shine, and I'm over topping it with this tan pigment, and I'm applying it first with the brush. Just make sure you don't get that mixing medium in your crease, or else it will kind of stick. So you're going to want to leave your eyes semi-open for this. But I'm just applying that pigment onto the lid, just right in the center in my visible lid area. And I'm flipping over my brush, and I'm going to apply just dry pigment now. Just so that it kind of brightens up a little bit, and it adheres a little bit better, and it's not as wet feeling. Dry it up. This is the lower lash line now, and I'm using that Persia eyeshadow from NARS, and I'm applying it just in the outer and inner corner of my under eye. Popping in Well Behaved right in the middle that we left. The shades are similar, but they're slightly different. And then that's just that orange shade that I'm just going to blend the lash line out with. Again, I'm going with my mixing medium directly underneath where we put the other pigment. and then putting the tan pigment right on top. And I'm using the same brush. That's why I like to flip my brush. One side's a little bit more wet, and then the other side I like to leave more dry. And now we have lashes. This is the Costa Riche eyeliner from MAC, and I'm applying that again in my outer and inner corner just to go along with that whole entire eye shape that we're creating, keeping depth more on the outer and inner parts and brighter throughout the middle. So just kind of following that shape and applying that to the top and lower lash line. And then I will take a brush and kind of blend out that upper lash line just so it's no, distinctive line of eyeliner. I'm grabbing the Lorac Take Me to Tantigo. This is the new bronzer palette, and I'm using the shade Tan Diego. This is a matte bronzer, and I'm just applying this into the hollows of my face. I already did foundation and powder and concealer. I feel like you don't always need to see that because it doesn't change that much, but this is a new product and I wanted to try it out. So I'm just kind of contouring / bronzing my face. I got a little heavy-handed at my forehead, so I'm going to take my concealer brush and just kind of blend those areas together. And that's always you can always do that. You can always jump back in. Don't ever be afraid. It's always fixable.
Ooh, yeah. Trying to work it out, trying to work it out, trying to work it, trying to work it out, trying to work it out, trying to work it, trying to work it out, trying to work it out, trying to work it, trying to work it out. Trying to work it out in the mind, but I'm planning my own disaster. Giving up the pain of the past.
And this is, as most of you know, Gilded Honey from Laura Geller. I finally got my hands on it. I've always been way too fair to wear it because it is so gold, but I got myself a tan and I'm gonna wear some Gilded Honey and I love it. So I am just adding, about like 10 pounds of sweat and I'm loving it. This is Flower Child from Becca Cosmetics. Their blushes are absolutely beautiful. They're super pigmented and you really don't need that much. And I'm just popping that through the apples of my cheeks and bringing it all the way back to my hairline. And I'm gonna blend everything together with my bronzer brush, make sure it's all looking good. Now this is my Baby Girl Gemini. I absolutely love this lip color. And I do not wear liquid lipsticks. I don't really care for them. They're too dry on my lips. This is hands down the best formula of liquid lipsticks I have ever owned or worn in my life. They are so comfortable, so thin, and the colors are beautiful. So this is Jeffree Star's Gemini Liquid Lip, and I'm just applying that, on my lips. And I'm loving it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love doing this. See ya.